Russ, I have to ask, and this has nothing to do. Like we'll tack on more time if we have to. What is behind you, dude? Are those like is that
Ah,
Spawn characters or something?
well, no, these guys, so Venom and Carnage.
Okay, Venom and Carnage. Okay,
Got Nova.
okay.
They got some Star Wars stuff behind me. Let me Hera and Ahsoka and Maul. I'm sure you maybe know those characters.
No, but the Carnage and Venom is those are cool. All right, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on the movie.
Thank you.
Uh, one of the first questions I wanted to ask was just when figuring out how you wanted to play this character, what would you say is the pillar to Dean? What did you always go back to and you kind of shaped everything around?
Integrity. Dean is Dean. Unapologetically, he is Dean, and as long as I could keep that character true to himself and deliver his truth unapologetically, I knew that at the very least you could respect or admire his honesty.
Yeah. He is a little rough around the edges, so you need something there for to
He's
click.
rough around the edges, but what he's not a criminal.
Yeah.
Um, he's done some he had some made some questionable choices in his life. Um, but he's not a criminal. And while he has done something that is universally frowned upon in leaving a woman pregnant with his son and then abandoning the kid to pursue his childish dreams of becoming a motorcycle racer, even at the age of 40 or however old he is, um, sort of like, it's not, society doesn't look too kindly upon people like that. But again, they're not criminals, and it's not for me to judge the guy. So I couldn't ever consider Dean a bad guy. Um, I considered him a flawed guy who made some really poor choices along the way.
What would you say for you personally? What was the most unique experience that this production offered you, whether that's offset or onset?
Well, listen, I got to ride some motorcycles that were unbelievable on a track that we had entirely to ourselves with some riders who were as good as it gets when it comes to people on the back of motorcycles. Um, and I also did get to experience this. We had all bought into this way early on because Kelly had such a clear vision about what he wanted. And he was so all in, invested, and jazzed up about this project. We all bought in early, and it was 95 to 97 degrees daily with like almost 100% humidity, and we're in racing leathers on the asphalt. You know, we loved every minute of it, man.
Yeah. I can imagine
Yeah,
riding all those motorcycles are pretty fun. Having never ridden
yeah,
them myself. Now, I have to squeeze in a Euphoria question here. And
yeah.
it's a two-parter. One, so they just announced that production's starting up in January. And so my question to you is, with production starting up in January, are fans going to have to wait until 2026 until they get the show, or do you think it'll come out next year? And then what can you tease about your character's journey with the time jump coming up?
So I know what goes into making this show. I know how time consuming it is. I would be very surprised if we shot in 2025 and aired in 2025. And that has to do also with HBO's schedule as well and what shows they need to bring back. Um, but it takes us a good 7 to 8 months to finish, to shoot 8 episodes of that show. It takes a long time. Um, So yeah, I think we're looking at 2026. Um, we're looking at 2026, and hopefully that's not the last season.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Do you have anything that you can tease about your character's journey with because they've confirmed that there will be a time jump. So where
I
we
heard something. I heard something, and the only reason I'm not going to share it is because I don't know if it's still in the story or not. But I mean, who am I kidding? I couldn't tell you anyway, man. I
That's
I
fair.
like my job too much for that.
Completely fair. Well, thank you for talking to me today about the movie. I look forward to everyone seeing that, and then also when Euphoria comes back eventually in like a year and a half.
All right, brother. Thank you. I
All right.
appreciate you, man.